Hello po. So, it's 1 p.m. na po. Good afternoon to all of you. Pero medyo onti pa po kasi yung tao. So, let's have a 10-minute waiting time for the other participants po. Thank you. Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I am Shane Angelique Canyamaso, and I will be the moderator today for this webinar. So let me first introduce to you our company, Nifilawad Technology. I just present my screen. Hello, sir. I missed this. Your mic
Hello,
is
good afternoon.
your mic is open po. Ayan. So, can everyone see my screen po? Type react lang po. Thank you. Ayan, thank you. So, ayan, good afternoon, everyone. So, we are Nifilawag Technology, and we are a leading IT solutions company here at the Philippines. So, Nifilawag Technology provides IT solutions, e-learning services, and learning management systems to schools, universities, and organizations. We've been established since 2011, and we are a Moodle certified service provider since 2016. Nifilawag partners with some of the biggest education providers here at the Philippines, katulad ng UP Los Baños, UIRA, and such. So, ayun po, we are the only Moodle certified service provider po dito sa Pilipinas. And we are also, of course, ISO certified. Also, may mga events po kami dito sa aming company, which is the Moodle Mood Philippines, where we gather all the Moodlers all over the world, internationally din. And we invite them to join the Moodle Mood Philippines, which sometimes po it's 1 to 2 days or 1 to 3 days. So this year po will mark as our 15th year anniversary, and we would of course like to invite you all to join us in this celebration. So ito po ay gaganapin sa last day po, no? So June 19. So what are the objectives of our webinar? So the objectives are highlight the importance of digital skills and the role of programming, ICT support, and creative technology in preparing senior high school students for future careers. Also to demonstrate how senior high school programs can align with real-world opportunities, including local employment, freelancing, and global digital workforce. Present how Nifila Web's computer science education, CSED, helps schools deliver industry relevant learning while supporting progress toward national certificate or yung NC equivalent competencies. So I would just like to introduce our speaker for this webinar. So ayan po si Miss Luz. She already has her camera open. So Miss Luz Viminda Abelarde, LPT, had a 30 years of social studies humanities, is a 30 years social studies humanities educator at Colegio Santa Rosa, Makati. Now she's here with us at Nifila Web Technology and overseeing the curriculum design, the LMS, and the CSED crash courses. She's expert in the curriculum development, student-centered learning, and values-based tech education. She is also our head of EdTech team here at Nivila Web Technology. So now I will give the floor to Miss Luz. Miss Luz.
Hello. Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm happy that you are with us today to learn more about the implementation, the effective implementation of the strengthened senior high school curriculum. But we will be focusing on what is really important, which is future-proofing senior high school, why computer education is no longer optional. So for today, my main objective is really to share insights, possible and practical solutions on how you will be compliant with the implementation of the strengthened senior high school curriculum. But first, we will identify what are the biggest concerns in the implementation of the new curriculum. That's my main objective. Second, to give you an executive summary of the new curriculum. Next, how are the mandates, the memorandum of the DepEd can be utilized in implementing the curriculum. And lastly, I will be giving practical suggestions on how you can make your curriculum computer science aligned. So let's face the reality. In the past, we have traditional curriculum, but with the missing digital skills, people, parents, students will find it irrelevant. And because of that, you will really lose enrollees and clients. But if you have an enrollment and they will find your offerings relevant, then they won't resist becoming part of your institution. So based on the answers given by the participants, these are your top three concerns. First is how to align the curriculum and how to be compliant with the DepEd Matatag implementation. Second concern based on the survey is on the teacher readiness. And last, lack of ICT, efficient and effective ICT and programming teachers. So just to give you a bird's eye view, with the right computer science curriculum or CS integration, definitely senior high school enrollment appeal because your program will match what is the current labor market demand, and it will increase also parent and community confidence that you will become part of the transformative leadership in our workforce. So the bigger question now here is, how do we teach computer skills meaningfully without overloading the teachers or risking misalignment with DepEd standards? Because right now, the goal is not to just teach the tools. Imagine, technology shape our future, but definitely it's the people, the students, who will shape technology. And in order to do that, the strengthened senior high school curriculum has the following characteristics. The decongested foundation, which is really very meaningful. If the schools and universities will be successful, it will reduce the it will reduce the mastery of so many content, but rather focus on the mastery of essential competencies. At the same time, what makes the strengthened senior high school curriculum appealing is that there is a flexible pathway, no? Reducing rigid strands, the four strands. We no longer have the ABM, the UMS, the STEM, GAS, and it was stripped down to only two tracks. Um, the clusters will be more tailored to what is needed by the society. And with the Lenten work immersion, there will be deep learning experiences for our students. With that design, work and college ready graduates will be the focus of our curriculum. So just to give you a bird's eye view, from 2016 up to 2025, the core subject is 15 with 4 program tracks and with specialization, very rigid silos. And there is limited immersion, only 80 hours. But for the strengthened curriculum, which started with some pilot schools last year, but for this year, it will be mandatory for all schools to offer the strengthened senior high school curriculum. There will only be 5 core subjects, 2 tracks, which is academic and tech pro or technical professional, and there will be flexible elective clusters for each track. The expanded time work immersion will give the students more exposure. So basically, these 5 subjects will be the core subjects for grades 11 for this school year. This will develop real-world capabilities for the students, especially with their communication and mabisang pakikipagtalastasan. The career and life skills wherein they will be introduced to become aware of their capability, their choices, their social awareness of the career path that they have to take, the general mathematics, general science, and the pag-aaral ng kasaysayan at lipunang Pilipino. This will be offered for grade 11, the 5 core subjects. And looking at the academic track, the bundle electives from these clusters, the academic track, they will still encounter subjects related to STEM, arts, humanities and social sciences, business and entrepreneurship, sports, health, and wellness. But this is actually intended for their chosen career, uh, their chosen university program. So specifically, they will be able to choose the schools or the universities based on these clusters. But for the Tech Pro, this is more TESDA aligned. No, aside from the ICT, the Tech Pro track also offers creative and arts design, agrifish, others. With this, students we meet the course, the Tech Pro track and the different electives. And after finishing the whole year, they can already take assessment tests from TESDA in order for them to receive the national certificate equivalent, ensuring that they are already ready for the workplace. So to bridge the gap, for the previous senior high school curriculum, the exposure of the students is only 80 hours. But we are trying to give them, equip our students with the necessary skills. Work immersion, they can choose from the following program that will be offered. This one should be offered by all schools. There should be work immersion, industry practicum. They can also work on their capstone projects or research and community engagement projects for the required 320 to 640 hours, depending on the program. And hopefully, after finishing senior high school, they will encounter the 3 E's. For those taking the academic track, they may pursue higher education or the collegiate level. No? And for those taking academic track and at the same time they opted for doorway option with Tech Pro track, they can have immediate employment at the same time entrepreneurial activities. This will be provided basically by the Tech Pro track. So looking at the mandates, no, mandates and the legal and policy foundation, why do we have to really um, pursue, no, equipping ourselves in the implementation of the senior high school curriculum? We have the mandate, which is the base of the legal foundation of the senior high school curriculum. If you will notice, we have the Republic Act 10533 of 2013. This is the main reason why we have the K-12, followed by the RA 9155 and the RA 10157. These are the law, no, that we can has been the foundation so that DepEd can give the directives. And based on the DepEd memo which started 2025, DepEd memo number 048 series of 2025, we already have the pilot implementation in some schools last year for grade 11. And for the DepEd memo number 012 series of 2026, it is already mandatory nationwide implementation. And in order for them to have the assessment, we have the DepEd memo number 003 series of 2026 for the monitoring and evaluation of the schools. So this is the framework. And in order to be institutionalized or standardized, the framework is based on the Senior High School Program Shaping Paper 2025. Included in this shaping paper is the curriculum framework. So the mandate, I repeat, is on RA 10533, preparing all learners in the senior high school for higher education, employment, and entrepreneurial skills. Because at the current situation of the educational system, we really have a fragmented curriculum, subject overload leading to um, mediocrity learning. There is insufficient industry partnership. The 80 hours work immersion is not enough, no, for the students to really acquire the necessary competencies. And research shows that senior high school graduates gain minimal economic advantage over grade 10 completers. So if you will notice, some parents, some members of our society are saying, sayang lang ang 2 years in the senior high school. But for the strengthened senior high school curriculum with this roadmap, 2025, the piloting, the 2026-2027, the mandatory implementation, and full integration, because by 2027-2028, we will have the first graduate, no, of the strengthened senior high school curriculum. So under this, we can already make a follow-up. We can already make some researches, no, and yes, we can actually look at the progress. Will it really help our society? So for your institutional reference, this is the checklist, no, of all the important documents na you can also introduce or give to the members of your academe. And for the auditing of DepEd, take note of the following. action items for curriculum planners, academic coordinators, there is a need for you to really audit your current faculty specialization and facility limits. That's one. Okay? In order to really have a good start in implementing the senior high school curriculum, identify your faculty specialization, because with the different clusters in the academic at the same time in the tech pro track, they will be able to give effective teaching if it's under their mastery or uh, their major. Then you have to also identify local industry partners within your community because of the required 320 to 640-hour immersion. And there is also a need to design flexible elective bundles based on the audit on the faculty specialization. So looking at this, computer science is no longer optional. Computer science will be the bridge between the strict compliance of DepEd and your institutional success. For the compliance, there is a need for us to see once in a while the DepEd matatag and test the standards. But in order, what will be the pull factor if we will really push our limits to fulfill the compliance requirement of DepEd, the opportunities that we will be able to pull more clients into our institution. They will develop community trust because you are offering something meaningful, something productive that they will be able to use for their career path. And if you are having some difficulty, our company, the Web, is here for your execution. We can help, especially in the doorway option in the Tech Pro track. Later, I will give you the CS Ed curriculum, and you can actually use this if you are having some difficulties in implementing the new curriculum. So if you will notice, the traditional senior high school model, theory-centric, but we cannot really see the output from the learners. But having a future-ready senior high school model wherein the focus is on job-ready competencies, the relevance of the content and the curriculum, and adaptive pathways on how to implement it, then you will be ahead of the others. There should be a macro shift from traditional schooling to future proofing. Under the DepEd matatag, the computer science implementation is the most direct path to satisfying matatag's requirement if you really want relevant education. So if you will notice, in the past, the main focus only is on the tools, basic computer literacy, more on usage. But there is a need for us to create, to move with the trends of time. Matatag era demands more than just using the computer. We have to understand the logic behind them. We are moving from consumer of technology to creators of solution. And looking at this, I'm so happy that the technical professional track is really test aligned, and they were even gave national certificate equivalent for each subject. So Definitely, computer science will transform classroom hours into certified job competencies. So if we will try to map it out under the Tech Pro track, we have the web development, under graphic design, programming, digital illustration, and animation. These are the possible career path, even if they will not they will be having some difficulty entering the collegiate level. At least they have the necessary competencies. They know the language of the industry, whether being part of the BPO sector, freelance graphic artists, technical support, or software junior roles. This is actually aligned with the industry standard. And with the inclusion of computer science education, we can ensure that senior high school graduates are not just educated, but employable immediately upon graduation, or better technical degrees. So some schools are asking what will be the return of investment. Definitely, if your institution will offer computer science as one of the main focus of the development of the competencies of your students, enrollment and growth will be up to 20% based on recent studies. Modern programs will attract forward-thinking parents and students. If you will offer senior computer science track, which is more competitive, then you will not be part of the so-called crowded education market. Your offering will be aligned with what is the labor demand. For the new core or new senior high school curriculum, please take note that for the integrative approach, the 5 core subjects, previously 15, should be across the academic and tech pro pathway. This is not only for academic track, ha? Dear school planners, principals, and coordinators, these core subjects should be part of the competencies of the academic and tech pro track. So for the academic track, these are the elective clusters. There are 5, no? And for each elective cluster, 80 hours are required per semester. For the Tech Pro elective, there are so many high intensity specialization. For the aesthetic, wellness, and human care, kasama po dito yung beauty, wellness, okay? Kasama rin po dito yung barber services, caregiving, that will fall under the wellness human care. Hairdresser and massage or hilot under that first part, first cluster. Agri-fishery, automotive, construction. For the ICT support, the main focus is programming, broadband installation, even maritime, artisan, hospitality, tourism, industrial technologies, and for creative arts, included po rito ang illustration, animation, and visual graphic. So, whatever is the passion of the student, we can actually help them. But for our company, whose CSR or our social responsibility is to help our society, we can assist schools with the ICT support, and programming, and creative arts. So what is also new, baka po hindi nyo napansin, the doorway option is part of the new curriculum. Let's say, for example, you're in the academic track, you can take 1 to 2 elective subjects from the opposite track. Okay? Or if you are from the Tech Pro track, you can take 2 subjects from the academic. Okay? Next. And based on the shaping paper of DepEd, the instructional design framework should be like this. The philosophy used by the curriculum planners of our new curriculum is constructive alignment of objectives, strategies, and assessment. Activating first the prior knowledge, instituting new knowledge, and demonstrating knowledge skills. So, ano po, more meaningful experiences for our learners. For the assessment strategy, we will have a separate webinar on this. What will be the tools for classroom assessment? There should be assessment for learning, assessment as learning, and assessment of learning. And at the end of the 2-year senior high school exposure, grade 12 students will be taking the National Achievement Test, focusing on the 5 core subjects and specific cluster competencies. So, what will be the outcome? Very positive po, no, yung focus ng senior high school curriculum natin. Transversal skills, cross-boarding. We will be producing graduates, first, who are digital literate, articulate, with critical thinking, at the same time adaptable because of the introduction of life and career skills. Outcome of this, we will be producing global competence and readiness for lifelong learning. So, I repeat, there will be 3 exit pathways upon finishing the senior high school. The 3 is education, employment, entrepreneurship. So, the education sector has spoken. In a digital economy, computer science is the new literacy. When they ask, is computer science optional or essential? The answer from school leaders is it's decisive. We must move from adoption stage to necessity phase. For your information, just last year, 1.9 million job opportunities are in the IT BPO. So that's part of the Tech Pro track. And actually, the Nefila Web Technology will also offer that, the contract services subject. And from the BPO, they were able to earn more than 40 billion revenue. And for 2028, no, if we will be able to provide the necessary skills, 2.5 million jobs, and they are targeting 59 billion revenue. The jobs are waiting. The question is, will our students be ready for this digital skills for the future? Is it costly? Actually, if you will compare the the if we will compare, no, optional lang yung computer science. For industry readiness, you will be needing additional training. But if you will be offering core computer subjects, okay, the employers, you will be able to know the languages of your possible employers, ready as a first choice hire. Proof of competence. In the past, we are just finishing senior high school, collegiate level, and then we receive our diploma, our grades. But with the core computer science curriculum, these diplomas will not only be the basis for your employment, but they will be focusing more on your ability to demonstrate your capability through professional and real world portfolios. Okay? So hopefully with the senior high school curriculum Tech Pro track, you will be able to enter the booming 1.9 million job market. So the proof is in the portfolio. Most of the companies now, they're not just focusing if you are one of the highest, no, in the batch, or if you are the awardee of so many academic awards. Employers don't want transcript, they want proof. And with the core curriculum, core computer science curriculum, this will ensure that every student live with a working e-commerce site. They can also prepare their own relevant resume. These are not theoretical exercises. They will be able to produce and show themselves to the corporate world that they are ready. Okay? So what will be the implementation blueprint? Okay, before we have our break. Step number 1, make computer science non-negotiable in grades 11 and 12. Dedicate specific hours, no, in the competencies. The data literacy, at the same time digital ethics. Step number 2, there is a need for you to have a link with local BPO firms and TESDA so that you will be able to integrate real-world experiences. At the same time, immediate internship. And step 3, if you are already focused on capstone portfolio creation, securing TESDA certification before graduation, then your graduates will be ready to explore the workforce. Ms. Shane?
Okay, let's have a 5-minute break. And while we're having our 5-minute break, I would like to just leave my share screen on. If ever you are interested to book a demo with us. Okay, so 5-minute break. Let's come back at actually saktahin na natin ng 2 p.m.
Okay. See you at 2 p.m. Last few slides.
Okay, so welcome back, everyone. I hope everyone was able to take a break. So, just a heads up, um, by the end of this webinar or this session, you are expected to answer an evaluation form in order to receive your e-certificates. So now we will continue on with the webinar, the part two. So, Ma'am Luz, you can now have the floor.
Good afternoon again. So last few minutes, no, please stay with me for um, like what we were able to discuss a while ago, top three priorities or concerns. Again, curriculum, alignment and compliance, teacher readiness, and ICT programming teachers. So one of the possible ways to address that is by taking a look at what Nephila Web Technology can offer to you. What is our advantage aside from being the only Moodle partner, premium partner in the Philippines, at the same time an ISO certified company? We can provide you with the needed tools with the integration of AI basic and modern software, which is also, we are also advocates of free and open source. At the same time, with our Nefila CSL curriculum for senior high school, we can prepare you to get your certificate from TESDA and C2 standard. Within the curriculum, you will be exposed to real-world projects. You will learn through creation, not just theory. And at the same time, our curriculum, our instructional activities will help you build the portfolio of your students. So with the FILA, our focus are the following. Our technical tracks or subjects are aligned with programming, which can provide your learners with local employment, ICT support for digital work, and creative technical competencies for your students to have freelancing opportunities. So what is the computer science education all about? CSED is a computer science education aligned with DepEd, TESDA, and IT industry. CSED actually stands for Computer Science Education. It is a spiraling curriculum, comprehensive, structured. There's already a ready-made lesson, model, and performance task which are gamified, and we provide teacher empowerment training. With CSED, Nefila Web offers the following. For our life and career skills, your students will really be employable ready. Talaga pong the curriculum that we are preparing are meaningful and situational. For the academic track, we don't have any subjects because Nefila Web is an IT company. Using our curriculum, you can offer it as a doorway option for those who are in the academic track schools. For doorway option, definitely some of your students have creative minds. They can have as doorway option animation and digital illustration. And for those who are into computational thinking, they may get the computer programming subjects like the one in Java programming, web development, and MySQL. So for computer programming, the curriculum content is based on this. There is logic first, foundation, control and data mastery, object-oriented excellence, then the culminating activity will be the application and system integration. This is for computer programming focusing on Java. For our animation, the seamless transition from paper to digital canvas, your students will be able to expose themselves with foundational, fundamental principles, mechanics, digital transition, and they will be able to create their portfolio based on professional standard. For our illustration and design, digital illustration and design, a professional path to visual storytelling, definitely your students will be provided with mastering foundation using digital tools for digital transition. They will be able to explore the creative world. And again, the culminating activity is for them to have a portfolio based on professional standard. And for the core curriculum, the PhilaWeb is offering, this is the only core curriculum that we can offer to you. Your grade 11 will have the building of their internal foundation, the strengthening of their holistic wellness. Then they will have a journey on career planning, workplace introduction, and finalizing it with launching their career path. So in a nutshell, we are also offering grades 1 to grades 10 curriculum. Our grade 1 to 3, they are digital, they will be developed into digital explorers. Grade 4 to 6, digital citizen. Grade 7 to 10, they will become code warriors, because from web designing, they will be uh, guided to become web architects. And for our grade 11 and 12, with our minimal offering, it's their pathway to career readiness and professional growth. From grades 1 to 12, all components will have digital citizenship, responsible digital citizenship, online safety protocol, ethical technology use. All of these are integrated throughout the curriculum. And definitely, the choice is clear. Make it, you already plan with your with your faculty for your training, for your pilot programs, and we're here to guide you. In our succeeding seminars, we will be giving you sample um, schedules of classes and programs. Together, we don't just graduate students, we launch futures. And on April 10, okay, just giving you a heads up, we will be having our second part of the webinar series, this time, how to get the TESDA certificate. And based on the one written in your Google form, expectations. One of you wrote clear, how can you clearly, step by step, implement the new curriculum without making um, the loads of the teacher heavier or confusing to the students. If you are in the academic track, there are tools which are free that we may run on any laptop or phone like Scratch, code.org, ready-made 20-minute lesson, Canva AI, and Google Gemini. No extra hours should be included in your timetable. You can just include this as free short training videos in your regular academic program. We also have the DepEd Agap AI program. Please take a look at it. Very useful. So another expectation, understanding the why and future proofing. As what I've said a while ago, almost all jobs today use digital tools and AI. If the students will not have any foundation or they will not have any opportunity for immersion on computer science and AI understanding. Their college life will be behind. What they will be one step behind. So start integrating computer science curriculum now. Another expectation is on the knowledge and upskilling teacher. We don't have the facility, we don't have the faculty. For quick upskilling, you may join DepEd's free AGAP AI short courses, 1 to 2 hours online with Microsoft tools included. Or you may start with just 1 or 2 free tools, Scratch and Google Gemini, that will be enough to begin your digital journey. And curriculum and scheduling, like what I mentioned a while ago, there is another webinar on the proper scheduling for the new senior high school curriculum. What are some of the other creative ideas that you can use? You may start a coding AI club once a week. Students do fun challenges like make AI write a poem about your barangay or about your school. You can also do one big end of semester project. Use AI to make a poster about climate change in your town or municipality. You may also show student work in a simple digital portfolio, and it can be great for their college application. And another one, you can invite local BPO company or DepEd partner for a 30-minute Zoom talk about how we use AI at work um, with responsible. Computer science and AI are no longer optional. Yes, because the most important skills students need today, even if they don't become programmers, they have to develop computational thinking. They have to use AI tools wisely, and that they have to stay safe and ethical online. So, as a parting message to all of you, the senior high school curriculum is not just a reduction of subject, it is a strategic concentration of resources. By combining flexible pathways, integrative course, and intensive immersion, we move from simply graduating students to producing citizens equipped for higher education, entrepreneurship, and workforce. And the best symbolism that I can use for the strengthened senior high school curriculum is a bridge because of the changes made for the future of our learners. With that, thank you for joining us. Please answer the evaluation form, and after that, we'll be receiving your e-certificate. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Ma'am Luz. No, that was quite a presentation, no? It's a real eye-opener on how computer is not really an optional today na, no? Talagang kailangan talaga siya ng mga kabataan ngayon. It's an essential skill na talaga. Hindi na siya dapat talaga optional, no? Inulit-ulit ko lang din sinabi ko. But anyway, so let's jump into Q&A session. So do you have any questions with regards this webinar? If you'd like to know more, please state your name, your institution, and then your question.
By the way, if you want the presentation, you may send a request through my email. Thank you. Thank you also, Ma'am Fe.
Thank you. So, no questions po tayo.
I hope this afternoon has been meaningful and productive for all of us.
Okay, since no questions po tayo, so I will be sharing my screen. You can scan the QR code to answer the evaluation form. Ayan po. And after you answer your evaluation form, you will be eligible for the e-certificate. We will be sending your e-certificate within the day, of course. So, ayun na po. So, that's a wrap up for today. Thank you so much for joining.
And hope to see you on April 10th for our second series of our webinar. Thank you. God
Thank
bless.
you so much, everyone. I'll keep this posted just in case hindi pa nasa-scan yung QR na. If hindi po makascan ng QR, please wait. I will send the link of the responders link.
Meron daw. Pagod ako.
Okay, I've posted po the link of the evaluation in the chats po. You can check na lang there po if you are unable to scan the QR code. Thank you po.